Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning. Hope you all are doing great today. We're here for, as the title implies, Nintendo Direct that, quite frankly, nobody expected. It was rumored, and it was said, nah, there's no way. Nintendo is not that crazy, but in the most Nintendo way possible, for better or for worse. They said, you know what? We're gonna do one last Nintendo Switch Direct. 6 days before the Switch 2 blowout celebration. So, I didn't promise, but I said that I would do the Switch 2 reveal on stream, but I didn't expect this one, but I said, you know what? I've never gotten to stream a Nintendo Direct, and I never made a bingo card for one. I've always, used other people's, like if I'm following along, like by myself, since I never streamed it. But this time, I made my own bingo card. We're gonna have fun with it. Should be a good one. So, thank you all for being here today. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna shift it over to where I can actually get to where I need to. I'm on Steam Deck currently. This is my bingo card that I have created. So we're gonna go over the items listed here, and then gonna go over some additional predictions that I have. We've got about 27 minutes until the direct starts, until we'll get over there and get it all hashed out, get it ready to go, until we get that premiere screen countdown. So, might be looking at the bingo card. Some of these predictions are pretty bold. Some of them are very safe. But, just gonna go over each of the items here, explain kind of my thought behind it, and yeah. But I'd love to hear what you all think we might see throughout this direct, this last Nintendo Switch 1 direct, because I don't know how substantial it's gonna get. I'll get there. First, let's just go over the items, starting with our free space. The Switch snap sound, the traditional, you all know it, you all love it. Whenever any of the Nintendo representatives are giving their spiel before switching it over to actual games, typically their segment is concluded with a Switch snap sound. Therefore, I think it's relatively safe to say we're going to get that. Therefore, the free space is essentially free. It's a given. The Switch snap sound. Alright, let's just start in row 1, column 1, and give it the old reading order. Starting with Metroid Prime 4, with the official name Beyond. Now, I think it should be pretty obvious why this one's here. I don't remember which direct it was. I think it was the June of last year direct, where we got the official title name drop, and we got to see a little bit of gameplay. After the development was started like 8 years ago, and then like 2 years later or 3 years later, they were like, no, we're gonna scrap it and move in a different direction. So then Retro Studios took the reins back over on the production and development of this title. Last year we finally got not just the PNG, JPEG, whatever, of the Metroid Prime 4 logo. We got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond with the real logo. And the little bit of gameplay, like I said. This time, we're going to see more. We're going to get more gameplay. And we're going to get a release date. Or at least like a winter 2025 or whatever. May not be a finite release date. But that's what we're going to get. We're going to get some more gameplay. And it's going to explain more. We're going to maybe go into maybe gimmicks, for lack of a better word, for this one. But we'll see. Also, just want to mention too that Nintendo has already confirmed that there's going to be backwards compatibility for most titles from Nintendo Switch 1 library available on Nintendo Switch 2. So we're going to assume that anything and everything announced here is also going to be available on Switch 2. Alright, let's move on to Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is an interesting one because they released the $60 port of Donkey Kong Country Returns, which was a 3DS port of a Wii game. And it didn't need to be $60, let's be honest. But there was only 2 reasons I could think of that they released that at the time they did. Number 1, recently, Miyamoto-san did a presentation on the Donkey Kong world that's going to be an extension in Nintendo World at Universal Studios Japan, and following the other Universal Studios in the US. So that was very timely for them to reintroduce Donkey Kong into the minds of the audience. So number 2 reason is we might be getting a new Donkey Kong game. We might be getting a new like 3D Donkey Kong or even 2D for Switch and Switch 2 by extension. So yeah, that's why that's it. I probably need to pick it up. We got 12 minutes till direct now. Alright, Professor Layton. We saw the new reveal for I think it's Professor Layton and the new Steam World or something like that. That's coming out, but we didn't really see much, so it's time to see more. New Nintendo Switch Online titles. So I think that's going to be either like NES, the usual SNES, GBA. My main hope would be like a classic collection for Pokemon, or they just do like Red and Blue and put it on Game Boy. My want, it's not gonna happen because it would have been during Pokemon Day. But my want would be to have Pokemon Emerald or Ruby or Sapphire, something Gen 3 on the GBA, because that is like the premium paid version of the expansion pack of NSO. So that's what I want to see. But most likely it might be like, Conker's Bad Fur Day or something like that, and the M17 Plus for the Nintendo 64 expansion pack. But it might be like NES titles or like some Game Boy games, like original Game Boy. So we'll see. But I think that there will be something there for NSO. There seems to always be in these bigger directs. Nintendo Switch family of systems in quotes. I think that is how they're going to phrase, like, making things know that it's going to be in these consoles. So, like Switch 1, Switch 2. And that's how they're going to phrase it and spin it to where it's consistent. So for example, if a new game gets revealed, or Metroid Prime 4, for example, gets a release date, it's going to be saying, coming to the Nintendo Switch family of systems this day. I think that's how they're going to phrase it, just for consistency's sake, and not having to say Switch 1, Switch 2, they're going to say Nintendo Switch family of systems or family of consoles. Alright, next. Square Enix. I feel like either Dragon Quest is going to get represented here or Final Fantasy specifically, but I think we could see anything Square Enix. They always seem to make an appearance here at these directs. So we'll see. I would be willing to bet good money that they're going to show up in some capacity. Nintendo Music App Edition. So if you have the Nintendo Switch Online, even just the basic version, you have access to the Nintendo Music app on iOS or Android devices, and you have the ability to access a plethora of Nintendo-related music and whatnot to listen to at your convenience. I'm always getting notifications, like 2 minimum, usually a week, maybe 1 here or there a week, of new titles, or rather new tracks, a new playlist, whatever, being added from different games. So maybe they'll make a mention of it here. Just put that in there. New Rune Factory Final Push. So there is a new Rune Factory game, I think Guardians of something, I can't remember exactly. That's coming out next month, but I think they might make a final push here. Rune Factory and Nintendo have had a pretty good relationship recently. We've seen multiple Rune Factory titles come to Switch, both remakes and 5 whenever it was a new one. So this will be the final push for that. On that there. This is a big one. Hollow Knight Silk Song. That's a bold claim. I don't know about it. We'll see. We've been needing to hear about the release for that for like 2 or 3 years. It's been crazy at this point. We've seen it in a previous direct, I think in an indie world, but it's big enough now where it deserves its own spot in the real direct. New Mario. This might be one of the biggest what ifs on this bingo card. I feel like they're gonna just save a new Mario announcement for Switch 2. Maybe make it exclusive, like a new 3D Mario, but maybe they'll do like a port or something. We'll see. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Now this has been the double pack that has been rumored for like 3 or 4 years, and even Nate the Hate, who has been consistently correct, has predicted that this is coming in multiple iterations, and besides him, others also speculated on that. And I think it's finally time for Nintendo to announce it for the Nintendo Switch family of systems, so that, you know, you have that full Switch audience and install base, and then you have the Switch 2 folks picking that up and getting this to see how it goes. But yeah. Now another bold claim here is Nintendo Switch Online GameCube. Now I will go over that in a little bit later with another tile here, but basically it has been data mined, I believe, that GameCube is there, and also that there was a filing in a patent filing and just for the Radiocom like filing for different devices that would make sense there. I'll get back to that here. We got the Switch Snap Sound, our free space. One last thing it's a traditional trope of a Nintendo Direct is they come in and they have like one thing before, and then they're like, the next announcement will be our final announcement for today, and yeah, that's the one last thing, and it's usually a bigger announcement, so we'll see if that's there today. F-Zero. I'm leaving this up to any interpretation of F-Zero representation, whether it's a GX remake from the GameCube, or if they're gonna do something with F-Zero 99 or whatever that one was called, where it was the multiple racers in one track. Whatever. I just put F-Zero there. NSO price increase. Again, I think this ties back to if there's a GameCube announcement, there's gonna be a price increase on the NSO. I genuinely, even though Nintendo has like, it is a shadow without a doubt, the worst online experience of the major platform holders. So like Sony with PlayStation and Microsoft Xbox, Switch has the worst. So theirs is pretty low price. Like it's $20 annually for one person. It's pretty cheap. $50 if you're doing the alone for plus expansion pack for a year. It's really cheap. But I think if they introduce NSO GameCube, but even just with inflation and whatnot, they might just go ahead and raise that price here, just as a mention. But it would make sense to include GameCube and then also introduce a price increase because of the added support and what's the word? Accessibility, not accessibility, but like incentive maybe. Animal Crossing, again, it's kind of a reach. I don't think Animal Crossing will have a new title announced here, but you never know. Pandemic brought a whole new audience of Nintendo Switch gamers. I mean, that install base is huge, and people loved Animal Crossing. And it's been 5 years since we got the last one. It's been 5 years, chat, since we had Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's time to show another one. Let's get back to roots. Metroid Prime 2 Ender 3 Remaster. So I think coinciding with the Metroid Prime 4 announcement and talk about today, might Shadow Drop 2 and 3 Remastered, just like they did with Prime Remastered. Yoshi, we'll see if there's a new Yoshi game. I don't know. Let's be honest. I don't know, but Yoshi would be fun. It's been a few years since we have been able to see some Yoshi. Fire Emblem new or collection. So I think that there will be a new Fire Emblem announcement here. Maybe a collection of like the Game Boy games, like Radiance of Dawn, stuff like that. But we could see a new one too. It's been a few years. We had I don't remember what the last one was, but I loved it. It was really fun. I spent a lot of like 80 hours on that game. Farming game. That's an obvious one. There's always a farming game in Nintendo Switch Direct, so come on, let's move on. Pokemon Legends ZA. I think we might see some more information here, another reveal or some kind of gameplay, anything. I know we got it on Pokemon Day, but not everybody tuned in for Pokemon Day, so they might show it here and just reiterate that it's coming later this year. Just Dance. Just Dance 2025. Why not? Or 2026, whatever. Just Dance always makes an appearance on Switch, so I feel like the trend is gonna keep on running. GameCube controller. So this ties in with the NSO GameCube controller. There was a filing on the FTC website regarding and Nintendo made it very vague. It was a rectangle shape, and then there was a circle with the proper markings that you have to put for electronic devices. Since this one is rumored to be wireless, they have to put those engravings or those markings on a piece of the equipment that cannot be removed just so easily. It has to be on a piece that is a mainstay. So on the game controller, there's two little circle pieces attached to the main controller, and on the original GameCube controller, it was on the backside of one of those. So if they're doing it again that way, and they're trying to mask it just by doing basic shapes, then it still matches up with the placement without revealing the whole shape. So that can coincide with the GameCube NSO announcement to say, hey, there's a GameCube controller coming out, you can purchase here, just like they did with the N64 and whatnot. And finally, before this gets started, Miyamoto-san might make an appearance and say this is a last Nintendo Direct. We've appreciated everybody, buying into the system or whatever, what have you. I think Miyamoto-san will make an appearance. So yeah, let's get down to it, chat. It's time. And the YouTube chat is really just the Switch chat in general is so funny. I've seen a lot of people say we might see Tomodachi Life coming back, which is really funny. Deltarune, Silk Song. Alright, here we are. Oh, and my bingo card. It's gonna be there. I'm gonna mark it out as we go. Dragon Quest. I already got one. Alright. Square Enix. Oh man, this one looks good. It's 3 remake. No, it's 1 remake. Right? We just had 3 remake come out. I just love this HD 2D art style. It is so good. It's so good. Wait, what? Is that canon? Like, is that normal or is it part of the remake? You have to forgive me. I have never played like the older Dragon Quest games. 1 and 2 remake, HD 2D remake.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
Oh yeah, you know I'm
there. So
there.
please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake from Square Enix.
Yeah, we kind of knew it was gonna.
Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits?
Yeah, I don't know who that
excited
is.
For more information in the future.
I thought maybe you get a choice of
Okay,
protagonist.
let's see the first batch of headlines.
Oh, there's our Switch sound.
Escape
The
from
snap sound.
dire straits.
What is this?
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Help me!
Chat, I should have put on here and I should have put an anime game on here.
The latest
my
entry
card.
in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye.
It's been a while since we've seen
Your
one of
mission
these.
is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
Nintendo Switch system, not Nintendo Switch family system. Oh man.
Unleash the supernatural.
Dang it, chat. If I put anime games, I would win. Okay, wait a minute. I'm feeling this. It's like some Cowboy Bebop.
A classic Atlas action RPG
Oh, it's
returns
Atlas?
with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set
Yeah,
in
I can tell by
capital
the
city
music
in the
style
year
it might
Taisho
be.
20, Raido
sounds
Kuzunoha
very,
makes his living
P4.
as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases.
There's still staples of like Persona
Fighting
universe.
real-time battles alongside demons you summon.
Shin Megami
Work with
Tensei.
your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation
Okay.
is the key to victory. You
Like
even
action
turn
combat?
opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful
Object Frost,
outside of
the
battle.
mascot. Yep. Dude,
And
what?
their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Rido through a series of strange incidents.
I've never heard of this game. This looks great.
As he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Rido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th.
Dude, this looks cool.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
How have I never heard of this? That looks like a great Alice game.
Consume darkness.
What is this?
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world
Shadow Labyrinth?
where you're greeted by a
Oh,
yellow
this is
orb
the Pac-Man
known as
game.
Puck.
No, that's
Who is
Pac-Man,
this
not Puck.
spherical stranger?
Pac-Man.
More than a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins. As
It's
Puck guides you on your journey,
Pac-Man.
you'll delve deeper into the expansive
It's
world.
Dark Pac-Man.
By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore
No,
areas
that's
you
just
couldn't reach
Pac-Man.
before.
There's no Puck. That's
But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile.
This is violent
When
Pac-Man.
facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to
What?
unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that
Oh
can then
my
be used to
gosh.
enhance your abilities.
What is happening?
Work to uncover Puck's true goal.
To take
and
over the
devour
world.
enemies to survive this cruel
Holy.
world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth
I'm
launches
sorry.
on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
Oh, you thought Pac-Man was a cute, innocent
The rhythmic march
arcade
begins.
game and he was the good guy and the ghost was the bad guy? No. I'm starting to think it
Remasters
was
of
the other
Patapon
way.
and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle.
I don't even know what Patapon is. I'm
Play
sorry.
your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata Pata Patapon advances them forward,
Patapon.
while Pon Pon Patapon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power.
Wow.
From
There's
the horse
generic
riding
horse sounds in
Kibapon
there.
to the shield savvy Tatepon. Build up your battalion to take on
Nintendo's been
hordes
using
of
those horse
fierce
sounds
foes.
since the 90s.
Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay
I'm getting kind
launches
of
on
worried,
Nintendo
Chad.
Switch.
We're almost
July
10 minutes
11th.
in and it's been like kind of weird games.
Welcome to Zephyr Town, a cozy place nestled
Oh,
in
no.
a windswept valley.
Oh no.
This is where your new life begins.
It's this farming game? It's farming game, Story of Seasons.
First cropping
Let's
up
go.
on the Nintendo DS
Farming
system,
game.
this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, she's
Tend to your
yelling.
farm while growing crops and caring for animals.
Listen, chat, I love farming games, but like,
Then sell your produce
Oh,
and
man.
other wares at the
Too
town's
many.
weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You
I
can
cannot
also
believe
get to know
this.
the locals
I mean, I
I'd
can,
like to
but
spend
you
more
know.
time with you.
and maybe nurture a
Oh, there's
relationship
voice acting,
if
though.
you find that special someone.
There wasn't voice acting in the last story seasons.
Plus,
The pioneers
taking
of
advantage
Olive
of
Town.
Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel
my
and
gosh, they
other
gave him a
tasks
glider.
a breeze.
Oh my gosh, chat. How do they put story seasons with Breath of the Wild?
The winds of
How they
change are
did it.
coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Oh man. 10 minutes in.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
Yahoo!
Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, that usually means it's a good announcement. Come on, what do they got for us? Metroid Prime 4. It's gotta be. No. Does not look like the art style. Oh, I was right! I was right but wrong. I didn't think it was Metroid. Okay. Okay. It didn't look like Metroid Prime art style. Yo, Samus looks cool. What is that helmet? It's new.
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
Wow, this looks really
Here,
good though.
Samus finds a verdant jungle
More cell
with a
shaded.
colossal tree at its center.
But cell shaded works on the Switch, 100%.
In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
Okay. It's kind of similar-ish to what I played in Prime Remastered.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this game. And they have the dual sticks built in, like already for aiming and whatnot, so
As she explores the planet,
it'd be nice.
Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
Yo, what?
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
Okay, they're giving
They also
Samus
allow her to
supernatural
control the
powers.
trajectory of her beams
Yo,
with the
huh?
power of her mind.
Dude.
But why
Samus
were these
is
powers bestowed upon Samus?
Insane. Yeah, how? And why? Chosen.
Theros, Montanaga, Shakaran.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time.
Oh, this
are
looks like
beginning to
one of the
weave
bosses from the first
a
one.
new tale.
I don't care. That looks good. Now, what about Prime 2? I'm about it, chat. Looks good. What is this? What? What's her suit?
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Okay,
Just
let's
adjusting.
move on to some more headlines.
Okay. So no 2 and
Ready
3.
to stir up some mischief?
Interesting.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion
Wait,
cafe.
what is
As the
this?
potionista of the cursed
Okay,
cafe,
I didn't have
you'll
Disney on the
craft
bingo
concoctions
card.
for Disney villains and
gosh.
get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs.
What?
Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can
Oh my
upgrade your
gosh.
ingredients to
Wrong
produce some
lever,
wildly
Kronk.
wicked
We got the
creations.
wrong game on the
The
direct.
potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe.
Oh my gosh, a
Launches on
shadow
Nintendo
drop.
Switch
Why did I not put
later
shadow
today.
drop on my bingo card, chat?
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
What is happening? Oh, I like the art style. Wait, is this
Welcome to
Witchbrook?
Witchbrook College,
Yes,
where
it is.
students strive to master the magical arts.
I've had this on my Steam wish
During
list for
class,
years.
use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various
So it's finally getting a
jobs to
release
help pay
date?
for tuition.
I mean, this is
Or
a
use
perfect
the
like
spells
cozy
you've
game for
learned
Switch.
to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto
Finally, we
Nintendo
have a
Switch
release
this holiday.
window. That's exciting. I've been looking forward to this game for years.
Action,
Like I said.
adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity.
What is this?
In this hand-drawn platforming adventure,
Oh, this
you'll
looks
explore an
interesting.
expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide.
I like this art
Upgrade your
style.
trusty cane with magical parts. Then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Huh.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection
Gradius.
of arcade shoot-'em-up games from
Not my
across the
Galaga.
series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force,
What in the
Gradius 2,
world? No, this is too hard for my brain.
Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come
No.
with multiple versions, including ones from different regions
It's just
and
Galaga
launch
with more
years.
steps.
Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Oh, co-op. chat.
Gradius Origins
with
launches
your
on the
friend.
Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer.
Oh,
Press the
yeah.
corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters
this already
in
came out.
rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic
No?
boss battles,
Am I
quirky
crazy?
minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards.
This came out.
Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC.
Oh, this is
And be
Celeste.
on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Oh, wow. Shadow Drop.
Let's see what's in store.
What is this? Oh. Sanrio?
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series.
No!
There are stores galore. Design glasses at
Why
the
not
eyewear shop.
Tamagotchi, not Tamagotchi?
Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist.
I wonder if you
And
don't play
arrange
for a day or
plates
two,
at
they'll
the
die.
Afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop.
I know people are gonna make the black and
In
gold
doing
or
so, you'll
white
get to meet more
or
Tamagotchi,
blue and black
making
or
the
white and
town
gold dress.
livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming.
Have we
Get
been
ready to
pronouncing it
set
wrong
up
the
shop
whole time? Is it
when
actually
Tamagotchi
Tamagotchi?
Plaza launches
and
on
not
Nintendo
Tamagotchi?
Switch June 27th.
I mean, that would make sense for like the Japanese pronunciation. Hey, Legend ZA, we did it, chat. Nice. Legend ZA,
Welcome
we are so
to
back.
Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your
Those are
adventure
our
by
starters.
choosing one of
I'm
3
picking
partner
Totodile.
Pokemon.
There's my boy.
The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games.
Yes.
Lumio City.
Lumio City.
To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist,
Someone tell Austin John
a
it's not
company named
Luminoise.
Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
Now listen, I didn't like
Scattered
X and
all
Y.
over town are wild zones.
That's not like
These areas are
because
special
of
environments where wild
Lumio
Pokemon
City.
can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here,
So it's kind of like open world
but they
Legends
might be
Arceus
hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety.
instead of
There
like
are
open
Pokemon
zone.
that live outside wild
Legends
zones too.
Arceus?
Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
What? So they're
People
just
and
kinda
Pokemon
everywhere,
live
not just the wild
easygoing
zones.
lives in Lumio City.
Okay.
But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled
Oh.
trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
Oh.
Trainers await.
Dropping in.
battle
Where we
zones.
dropping?
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
Oh, just like the traditional, like, oh, we met eyes. I'm gonna
Strike
battle
first
you now.
before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super
Yo,
effective
we're gonna have to
move at the
stealth
right
a
moment is
Pokemon?
key.
Again?
And
Did you guys
with
see that?
Mega
EXP
Evolution,
shares back.
Some Pokemon can power up even more.
They're gonna show us any Mega Evolutions, new ones?
You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
Oh my gosh. That actually sounds like a
Trainers
fun
who
challenge.
reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
Maybe that's why it's called Z to A. No. That'll be fun. It'll be a fun
Day
challenge.
and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be
So you
uncovered.
catch. Oh, Zygarde.
What will you find on your adventure?
Oh, what is that?
Pokemon Legends ZA launches
So
on
you
Nintendo
catch during the
Switch
day,
later this
and
year.
you battle at night. Okay.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, when they say that, you know it's gonna be something good.
Hello there.
Sometimes.
The game you're about to see
Deltarune?
doesn't have a big, epic story,
Deltarune.
but what it does have is lots of funny
Oh.
little rhythm games.
Wait, a WarioWare? New one?
You wanna see?
Was this AI voice?
Just press the button to jump through the ring.
You.
It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm?
Can anybody, like, enlighten me? What? What is this
In this
game?
you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Okay, that's kind of cute.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
Oh. Chad never played a
Rhythm
Rhythm
Heaven Groove.
game. I didn't even know this is an IP.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Oh
Brand
no.
new entry in
This
the Rhythm
the
Heaven
next one might be the
series.
last announcement.
It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku.
Tsunku.
What kinds
Okay.
of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it.
I mean, I'm not gonna play it, but
Next.
it's fun.
We have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
Price increase? Oh no, chat.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch
Okay,
system
alright.
and a Legend of Zelda game in this one. Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
But the digital ones, you
But
have
what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game
no
cards?
way.
Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the virtual game card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Oh. Oh, if you own a copy of it, then you can play something else on another system. Because you aren't playing the same game.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card,
Okay.
allowing you to play that title.
Sure.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Oh, but you can only have like certain ones. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, here we go.
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it
on
onto
the
the
other.
second.
I think they should have done this from the get-go.
Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game
This
card.
is
With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems.
I mean, it's not
Local
perfect.
communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account.
No
family
way.
group
That's
members.
okay.
Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're
They
lending
made it
to.
to local wireless, so you can't like, you know, people that you have a family playing with
And you're
across the world.
They can now play on their own
country.
system.
You can't do that with.
You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they
Okay.
will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use.
Chad, it's
Virtual
not
game
perfect,
card.
but that is a huge step forward for Nintendo. This is Nintendo we're talking about.
The virtual
That's a
game
huge
card
step
feature
forward.
lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems
That's
as well as to
really
Nintendo
smart.
Switch 2 systems.
They really want people to.
This
Oh,
feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
this is
Let's
Switch
take
2.
a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
So yeah, that's actually a really big deal, I would say. Oh, they're gonna do High on Life. That's cool. Star Overdrive. That looks crazy. What? On the back of this giant dinosaur. King of Me. Isn't this on Xbox? Soon? Lose Lagoon. Ah, Lose Lagoon. Dude, this game looks like it runs like garbage.
Uncover history once more.
What is this?
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2
Saga
is
Frontier.
venturing onto Nintendo Switch.
I don't know this
Meet
franchise.
Gustav, the
Again.
Royal Heir, and Will the Explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this
I mean,
epic RPG.
It looks like Final Fantasy, like early Final Fantasy. You know, the moving
Experience
characters,
the original story,
the PNG backdrop,
along with brand new
backdrops,
events
you know?
that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle.
Even the sound to like your
and
cursor.
transfer
sounds
stats
like
to
Final
allies
Fantasy.
through the parameter inheritance system.
Okay,
After
but
finishing
that
the main
is a
story,
unique
you can test
mechanic.
your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Shadow Drop. I did such a bad job not putting that
Monumental
on my bingo
adventures
card.
await.
We're at 30
Embark on
minutes
peaceful
now,
journeys
chat.
across this series
So,
of beautiful puzzle games.
The next one could be the
Wander
last.
through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry.
Oh my gosh, my
Both
brain.
games contain all their additional chapters.
I've seen like the
add-ons,
characters of
and
this game, but I've
DLC.
never played it.
The first
Definitely
two
seen
Monument
the
Valley
characters
games
of that
launch
game
on
in
Nintendo
some
Switch April
capacity.
15th. Pre-orders begin later today
All these
on
games
Nintendo
are
eShop.
pretty like close to
And
launching.
Help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Big. I've never played it, but big. A golf game? A cute anime golf game.
A
Sign me
brand
up.
new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim. Time your button press just right.
So I was,
And take your
I'm not
shot.
gonna lie, I was pretty good at Mario Golf, but I don't know if this is anything
Perform
like that.
backspins, side spins, and other special shots.
Oh. I mean,
In
that
the
look.
single-player
I think
challenge mode,
Mario Golf
compete in
must have taken
tournaments
it
and
from
face
that
off
game.
against a range of rivals
new
to
one.
become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf,
Oh my
your
gosh,
shots to
it's
get pulled
Mario
into
Kart.
holes or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
I'm very curious. We'll talk about it after, but oh, Marvel.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes
Oh, it's a
from a
beat 'em
roster
ups.
of 15, including the likes of the
Oh my
spectacular
gosh.
Spider-Man
This is
and the
perfect
ferocious Wolverine
timing
to
with
take
the
on the
Marvel
challenge.
Rivals.
From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array
And
of
Doomsday
possibilities.
yesterday. No,
And swap between your team of 2 at any
Casper.
time. Take advantage of your team's strength
Storm.
to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the
Is-
Nintendo Switch
is this a
system
new
this
game?
holiday.
I like how it's like a retro art style.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game
Oh,
announcement.
there it is.
Please take a look.
One last thing. What do we got? Hopefully something fun. Oh, is this Animal Crossing? No, it's Tomodachi Life. It's Tomodachi Life. Wait. The YouTube chat was right. Tomodachi Life.
How refreshing.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. You kidding?
Tomodachi Life. Living the dream.
2026. Oh man. How fun. People have been asking for that forever. Oh.
Did you want to talk?
This game is so random.
Glad that was only a dream.
Oh wow.
That was Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. The first new entry in the series in over 10 years.
Yeah.
In the
been a
trailer,
long time.
we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have?
Oh, the
We
funniest.
hope you're
one.
looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
So far.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
Wait, what?
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Miyamoto-san! Yes!
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
I knew it!
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you.
Don't tell me they're gonna
And
discontinue
now,
it.
these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
Okay.
This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Oh.
which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
Okay, you know, I'm downloading it.
After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well.
That's really smart.
Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna download it.
Anyone
really
with
smart.
a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo
Thank you,
Direct.
Miyamoto-san.
Thank you for watching.
Okay. That was it. Didn't land a bingo, but we got what? 2, 4, 6, 7 spaces. So if I had just more strategically lined them out, would have gotten one. Okay. So that's a really smart way to like keep people engaged in like Nintendo, like having it top of mind, I should say. Like people, you know, normally they kind of like do the Nintendo Directs and then like talk about it for a few days and then like we don't really discuss Nintendo until like the next game comes out, like the big one that they're talking about. I better not do that. I don't know what the rules are. I'm gonna get DMCA'd. We're gonna just put it back to this. So yeah. It's a way for people to keep Nintendo top of mind. They'll probably send out like a daily notification of like, oh, here's what's happening today, like, because it's literally called Nintendo Today. So you'll get notification of like, check out like what's going on today. Let's see if it's out. I don't think it's out yet. Yeah, latest release is still Nintendo Music. I'll keep an eye on that. So, one thing I was wondering about Nintendo with that Direct is, was that whole thing were any of the games that we saw featured on Switch 2, or were they all rendered out of Switch 1? That's one of my main questions. I'm hoping that they're Switch 1 because some of those games look kind of rough. In Metroid Prime 4, you could see some like weird, like the textures weren't quite great. Not the textures, but like the your crosshair was kind of like pixelated, and that might just be with compression and YouTube and all that. And like that's fine. That's just the way it is. But I don't know. Just find it a little odd. But yeah, if I had to give this direct a letter grade, it's kind of a C. Kind of a C. It was pretty, as the kids say, mid. Let's see if I can edit straight here. And I can't. Don't want to rename. Can I just? Oh yeah, annotate. I want to highlight what we got. So we got that. We got that. We got that. That. Of course, our free space. The one last thing, and we got Miyamoto-san. So, I'm surprised we didn't see Professor Layton. I'm surprised we didn't see NSO titles. I'm not surprised we didn't see any Mario or Yoshi. No. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see the Twilight Princess Wind Waker double pack. They might be saving like the GameCube stuff for Switch 2 because it's the Switch 1 hardware might be extremely limited. Extremely limited to run GameCube games. Like that might, like 64 might be pushing it. I don't really know. I doubt it, but GameCube would really probably be pushing it for what they want for emulation. But yeah, so I'm not surprised we got Square Enix. It's cool to see Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake coming. Farming game was a given. We had Story of Seasons, and we had another one, I think. Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. And it looked like it ran like crap. But Story of Seasons, I'm okay with that. Like, that's the Harvest Moon developers, basically, because it's Marvelous and na. If y'all don't know that story, it's kind of a long one. Pokemon Legends ZA, I'm glad we got more gameplay look on that, and we got like the Royale feature at night, where we're climbing the rank from Z to A. Like, conveniently, that's the name for that. Yep, Mr. Miyamoto revealed the Nintendo Today app, which is still not out to my knowledge. The one last thing, you could count that either as Tomodachi Life or the Nintendo Today. But yeah, I'm surprised. If I had to say like the most surprising ones we left out would be NSO titles and probably the Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Although that's been rumored for years, I shouldn't be surprised at this point not have it. However, hold on, let's see if I can pull up a page. Nintendo Virtual cards. Okay. This is big. Like, this is actually a really big deal. I don't think that this is going to be talked about. It might be talked about enough, but this is a big deal. The fact that you can transfer, finally they found a way and thought of a unique concept to put your games that you have digitally and share them between your systems, because there are plenty of people that have gotten multiple Switch systems, myself included. I got the base model, like this one you're seeing on screen, and I have the OLED for the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom edition. And then there are people out there that have like Switch Lites and, you know, normal Switch systems, like hybrid systems. And the fact that they couldn't take, like, for example, if they were traveling, want to take the Switch, what is it called? Is it called the Switch Mini? Why am I forgetting that? Switch Mini? What is that called? Switch Lite. Gosh. Switch Lite. people couldn't take their Switch Lite because if they'd have their regular console as their home console, every time they wanted to play a digital game on their Switch Lite, for example, they'd have to verify that on the internet that they could play it. But if you're traveling, like on a plane, how are you going to verify, if you're like on airplane mode or whatever, how are you going to verify that you can play that title? It just made it a big inconvenience for people who wanted to have, you know, physical games but didn't want to take them, or if they had a digital library especially. That was really difficult to juggle if you have multiple Switch consoles. I don't use more than one now, but for people that do, for those reasons, then yeah, that would not be fun. This is great, especially since on your family plan you can share games for up to 2 weeks. That gives people who have kids a really big incentive. I'm surprised there's not a price increase associated with this. Now they do have some fail safes for like people who share, like I said, mentioned during the presentation, a family account like with people across the country. You have to be local wireless to share your virtual titles. So they, you know, they got around that fail safe. They thought about that. But yeah, I still think this is a fantastic concept. I'm just gonna let this video
Put a game featuring Mario.
So I'm just gonna let this play. So like, if your profile is on 2 different Switches, let's say that you let your kids or your significant other, whatever, like play on your profile, and your game digitally is there, you can just put that digital game card on the console that whoever in your household is going to play, and you can both play a digital game at the same time. Used to, you couldn't do that. Used to, it would say, you know, that you're both using one, or somebody would have to be like an airplane mode, like the home console one or whatever. It's too complicated. This is great. This is really a great implementation that Nintendo thought of. I'm very impressed. This just kind of feeds into the mindset of, first of all, incentivizing you to purchase digital media, which kind of sucks. Like, it really kind of sucks. Instead of passing around a game card, you can just virtually do it in like 2 steps. Great for Nintendo, bad for us potentially. I mean, it's a win-win, but it's a loss for physical media. Again, which we're getting further and further from as we go along, which is unfortunate. I'm someone who still prefers to buy all of the Switch games physically. I like to keep the game carts, and I like to keep the boxes, the cases. I'm a big fan of keeping those items. But still, this is a great system.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the virtual game card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
And they said this update's coming April, at the end of April.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
It's good.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems.
Okay, on up to 2 systems,
Local communication with your second system
that's really good.
is required.
It's really
but
user-friendly.
Only the first time.
I'm a fan.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account.
Again, I
family
think
group
that that's
members.
smart.
Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to. And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of this.
Making digital games even easier to
Well,
use.
say that the
Making digital games games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you.
it's being slow.
Making digital games
Hold on.
You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you.
Save data will not be erased when turning virtual game cards. So you can keep doing this process over and over and over. So let's say that you digitally own, like, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And little Timmy here wants to play Super Mario Bros. Wonder. You can virtually lend Mario Bros. Wonder for 2 weeks to little Timmy, and he can play and be happy. And after 2 weeks, he'll come crying to you and say that it doesn't work anymore, and then he's going to use your credit card and buy it because Nintendo's going to put a prompt that says, hey, you don't own this anymore, you need to buy it. No, I'm kidding. But you can just rent it back out, basically. So we're our own Blockbuster now. This is excellent. Excellent use of that system. And little Timmy might eventually beat Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It's even better. And Mom here, Mom can play Animal Crossing all she wants. It's win-win.
Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual game card.
So yeah, that's about all I have for now.
Virtual game card.
There we go. I just want to get to that. Okay, so one last thing. My one last thing. So mark it on the bingo card. I'm guessing this is not the last Nintendo Switch Direct. One Direct, I should say. Basically, what might happen is that they're just going to start doing Nintendo Switch Direct. And if it's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive game, they will note it as such in the Direct. They're not going to have like 2 different ones, I don't think. But Miyamoto-san did say that they were going to give you direct news on the Switch 2 after its reveal. Still no app available. They're going to give you the news right to you, so they may just have like Switch 2 separate news. I don't know. Let me check something. So that's enough jabbering for me about Nintendo today. Predictions, all that good stuff. I've got another Nintendo stream coming up next week on Wednesday. The Mad Lads. Because they're doing another one on Wednesday of next week for the Switch 2. I just wanted to quickly say that I'm probably gonna get back on in a bit to play Atomfall. But my Xbox is not connected to the internet. So I need to restart it. This was fun. I enjoyed yesterday after getting the announcement that there's going to be a direct. I thought about it and then went ahead and made the bingo card because, you know, I wanted to do it, never did it. But I don't think I'm going to make another one for the Switch 2. I'm just going to, you know, enjoy it with you all. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I always just react on my own and like guess mid-direct, like in my mind about what's gonna happen. This time it was fun to audibly say it and whatnot. Okay, looks like Atomfall had an update. But I think we're good to go. Once it updates, I think I can play it. So, yep, it looks like it's on Game Pass now. So, oh, Smite 2 is on Game Pass now, in case anybody wanted to know. And Blizzard Arcade Collection. Wow, cool, man. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. Yeah, so we're gonna be back later with some Atomfall. And checking that game out. I wonder if you can use mouse and keyboard, because if you can, I'm going to. So I'm gonna try that before stream. See how it goes. Anyways, it's been fun. Thank you all for hanging out, watching the direct. And yeah, appreciate everybody's time, being here, all that. I'm gonna go for now. Be back in a bit for some Atomfall. I'm gonna take a lunch break and get some stuff done. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. I did. So until the next time, you all take care and bye for now.